Hi there, and welcome to another educative and enlightening episode of African Student Voice on AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa. My name is Ajiman Ochedako, and I'm so glad that you've had time to watch me on this show. Don't forget to join in with your discussions, because today's discussion is going to be very important. Very encircling. You know, since 1945, where we had the United Nations Declaration Charter. This charter was driven towards the equality of men and women, and there I can say that's where we gave birth to women empowerment, was we saw the imbalance between women and their power from within, and even power to access anything they want to do. Right up to now, we've had so many advocacy units or people advocating for women empowerment, trying to educate and give women the chance to explore the numerous opportunities out there, but to no avail. But we've seen development. So today I have with me amazing women in the house to help talk deep into this on releasing the potential of women for development. So don't go anywhere. We'll go for a quick pause. When we come back, I'll let you know who my guests are and why there's a need to release the potential of women for development. Be right back. Welcome back to African Student Voices on AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa. My name is Ajiman Ochredako. So before we went for the pause earlier, if you just joined in, we're talking about releasing the potential of women for development. And I was saying that it has been in the atmosphere for a very long time. Always looking forward to give women the room to explore and to upgrade themselves as much as they can. So in the studio, I'll let you know who my guests are. My first guest is Felicia Konadu Yamoah, and she is a customer service representative at ISON BPO. Felicia, welcome to African Student Voices.
Thank you for having me.
And I have with me the Women's Commissioner for the National Health Students Association, Mariama, Adama, Issah. Welcome to African Student Voices.
Thank you.
And also the CEO, the founder of Female and Finance Organization, Sedina Ameku, in the house. Eddie, welcome to African Student Voices.
Thanks for having me.
Nice people, I'm glad you're here with me to talk about releasing the potential of women for development. But you know, before we start this discussion, let's start from what you've been doing in your own spaces when it comes to your own movement and also women affairs. So I'll start with you, Felicia. How has it been with you, with career so far and also with women affairs?
Thank you. Well, with career so far, I'm building in there. With human resources as a background of studying in school.
Okay.
Not being able to get through to the markets because of so many qualifications and experiences, because you need to be on the job with experience, yes.
Yeah.
So currently a little divert, and I'm currently a customer care representative. Yeah, so gradually I'm building in there.
Great. But you have the passion, you've been doing women affairs all this while. Share with us some of these your women affairs activities.
Well, currently, I am with an NGO that is My Help Your Health Foundation.
Okay.
And we are, our vision and mission is to see to the needs of the poor and needy, the vulnerable, that is children and women also. Mm-hmm. So we are advocating and helping to alleviate poverty, if not 100%, at least we can do 90% of it if the government can also back up with that.
Great. Mariama, how has it been so far with you and Women Affairs?
Okay, thank you. I'm Mariama, Issah, the National Health Students Association of Ghana, Women's Commissioner. I'm the Women's Commissioner, meaning I have many women commissioners under me, but I'm the national. So I see to the welfare of the health female students, and also I'm the chairperson of the commission, and every institution when there is a program I have to go and stand in. So I see to the schools pertaining to my students, their needs, and in fact everything about them is on my feet, and I see to that.
That is a whole lot of responsibility for you.
Yes.
Great. Sandy, how has it been so far with females in finance?
Oh, the going is a bit tough, but we'll get there.
Great.
So with females in finance, I am a financial inclusion and literacy advocate.
Okay.
And through my organization, I seek to increase or promote financial inclusion and literacy among women here in Ghana. And if the opportunity comes our way, we'll scale to other parts of Africa.
You know, I'm glad to have you all here on this topic. And having you all here was deliberate because, not because you're a woman, but because of what you do that's pertain or are connected to women development and empowerment. So if we talk about releasing the potential of women for development, I think there's no one better but you all to speak to the issue. But I'll start with you, Felicia. What has been your observation when it comes to women and their potential for growth in Ghana and in Africa? And why do you think there's a need to put in more efforts to release more of the potential women have for their development?
Oh, thank you. For growth, with growth, women are sort of, let's say, pushed a little bit in there. We are not given the flair to exhibit what we can do.
Okay.
We are always aligned and associated with being a wife, being a mother, being at the kitchen, and that ends.
Which is important too.
It's very crucial, but you can always switch in between being a mother, a wife, and also career. So I hope men would also help to sort of bring out the best in women, push them to also realizing what they can also have for the, if not for the family, for the whole sort of organization they find themselves, or people they liaise with, the community at itself, and the organization, people within their midst, whoever looks at them, also look up to them to also be like how they are. They should give them that particular exposure. And as in Africa as a whole, we have to allow women to do what they really want to do and not be stationed as a mother or in the kitchen.
Have we not been doing that, or has that not been done in this country or in Africa when it comes to women and their access to making any choice that will help them develop? Has that not been done in this continent? You think that we don't do well in this continent when it comes to women and their choice, women and their entitlement?
Well, we are on it, but not 100%. Because at points in time, a woman will want to move forward and then do more. After school, you want to go to the tertiary, go to do your master's or HND, whatever you want to do. But when marriage comes in, it's just that there is a stoppage on you. You can't go further because you are stuck. And the stagnation is the problem. You can't move out of it. People are trying. Other women, we have big women in the country. Others are states of affairs. Everybody is doing well, but we need more, especially those in the deprived communities or countries. We need to look at them also. If we station Accra, or let's say Ghana in Accra, we have a lot of women who are in good status. They are very good. They have everything, yes. They manage career and then marriage life. But how about those out there, at the outskirts of Accra, the villages? What are we doing to? Because they have potentials, but they can't be seen because of where they are located. So if we can also look there and help them, bring the best out of them, the growth will surface. Everything we need to do to merge women and then see them as potentials will also come into there.
Mariama, you know, this issue about we not having that viable environment to help women grow. Tell us what you have seen that assures you that we need to do more work when it comes to helping women to do more in terms of their potential, because we're not doing that well in this continent. What have you seen in regards to this?
Okay, thank you. With my experience, I will start with my experience. With my experience, I think I started my leadership from university, that is SRC Women's Commissioner.
Sure.
I was the only female among my executives.
Yeah.
And normally when we go for board meetings, they used to suppress me because I'm the woman. I'm a woman, I don't have to do certain things. When they say it should be final, and I did not give them that chance. And it became a whole lot of issues. But later, it came out that I was even the one standing out. I was the one even doing the work of the SRC president. All those whiles, I was targeting my goal. So I encouraged myself. I believe in self-empowerment as well. So I encouraged myself, and I was making presentations for my school in various unions, lonely. So after that, even before I went for the national election, they never believed I can make it.
Yeah.
But with, my determination and my focus, I was able to win, and they were surprised. Even in my national position, I met a lot of obstacles. I've realized that no, women in some places are being suppressed. And we need to, as you are saying, the potentials of women, we need to give them room to exhibit. We are not doing that. And I'll also say that our fellow women, we have to support ourselves. I'm a woman. So when I realize my fellow women have any good potential to exhibit, I have to help my fellow woman to exhibit. As maybe you are in school and you are pushed to marriage and you are not able to finish school and you want to learn a skill or something, I can also come in, maybe sit your husband down, talk to your husband, maybe he will listen to me, or come with other females who have really made it in life, and then talk to your husband, and the husband will maybe listen to him.
Yeah.
So there are a whole lot of ways we can help ourselves. First, we the women, let's support ourselves collectively to help the other females to exhibit their potentials and then help. And also the men. Most men are helping because most of my colleagues in school were married. They were Muslims. They were married and their husbands were, pushing them, a whole lot of things. And so most men support. Others too do not support. So I think it's a very huge something we have to work on. Yeah.
Support. Men should support. I'm coming to Sedi. Mariama mentioned support. I'm trying to support women. I'm doing my best. But there's this issue of women looking too down on themselves that the more you push the person also doesn't want to move on. Do you think that there's a need for us to change that mindset? Before that, give us your experience when it comes to women and their potential development.
Okay, so as I would always say that it starts from education.
Yeah.
That is where the confidence is built. But we spend more time at home as well. And this is our field of upbringing, or where we are being brought up. And from time immemorial, what takes place in our homes is what we become. That is what makes us. Mm-hmm. So if in my home, I still go to school, I'm still being developed and all of that, but at home, the kind of perception my family have about women, it's going to bring me down, it's going to suppress me, it's just not going to make me move forward. So that is where the support comes in. It comes from the house first. So the way we are being brought up can just psych us automatically that there is no place for women out there. It sometimes takes the grace of God or so much effort or eye-opening for people to see that, no, I can develop my potentials and I can get out there to make myself a better person.
Let's come back to the issue of the factors that create that hamper or that constrains women from developing themselves, which we mentioned culture, but which I believe it is changing. Do you think the culture now in Africa is still becoming a stumbling block when it comes to women and their potential development?
Well, with culture, it depends on the country or where people find themselves. So
Yeah.
bringing it down to Ghana, I think we have had a little turn drastically. We have improved on our culture.
Okay.
And it's helping, but we need to do more. We still have this which comes here and there and all that. So if we can, if not eradicate it, not just, it should be off, scraped off, and allow us all to have a breathing space and work around.
I mean, that is appalling. Why do we have a witch camp that it's only filled with women and not
So
men?
The women are always dominating the negative aspect.
What, why? Why has it always been like that? We have a witch camp that has only women, and who drives them there?
Their children.
Their
So
children.
family members do that. When you are over age and they are not dying, they want you to die.
But some women also endorse that you're taking the right. Mariama mentioned that women don't support women.
Yes.
That mindset that women are even against women when it comes to women empowerment. Can this move on when we have women who even don't believe in women empowerment?
It's a big challenge. We need to just have the mindset that we are each other's keeper, if not for everyone. We need to. The Bible even says it. We should help one another. So we shouldn't have that particular mindset. We should put jealousy aside and backbiting and everything. If we are all one, we will be able to thrive through. And then it supports one person, the other person supports the other. We can all together build one. It will be fine. Together we can, but just one person, you push and push and push, and nobody sees you. So I think we need to do more.
You know, there's this issue about women and their access to decent work, employment and decent work. You know, when we scale up with the records we have 4.6% against 5.5% for men. So women are mostly not in that corporate levels that much in regards to men who are 5.5%. And there are so many issues that play to that. One of which are women and the way they are, and they cannot sustain themselves in the corporate level, and that's why we don't give them much more room. How do you feel when you hear that women are not given the room to rise in the corporate level because they are women?
It's quite discouraging and, like I say, heartbreaking, because we are all human. I mean, the body parts and organs distinct us. Why won't you give that particular woman the opportunity to also add value to what you are producing? We can equally increase the productivity of the organization, increase profit margin. So why stab us and say we can't do that? So organizations need to look at that, not just throw it in, women are not qualified for this. A woman cannot be an engineer, a woman cannot be that, a woman cannot be a board of director, a woman cannot be a CEO to control men. Because they feel when women have power, they are so obsessed, they are too pompous, they look down on men or look down on everybody. But I think it's the training we need to build. If you educate women on that level, you should be able to coordinate and also adjust fully, and everything will be fine.
Mariama, you know, she mentioned, Felicia mentioned the fact that, you know, there's this perception that when women are given the role to rise in the corporate level, then they become so bossy and all that. Do you think this is an excuse, or this is a perception we need to entertain in these times where women empowerment is on the verge, is in vogue, that we need to advocate for it? Should we entertain these responses?
I don't think we have to. I think the main reason why women are not given some positions in corporate world is that I had a friend who went for an interview. She's a lady. And after the interview, she passed. She was the one who had the highest mark. And she was called later to the office, and they were like, because you are a lady, we can't give the slot to you. Because are you married? No. Very soon you get married. You get pregnant, and then you'll be in the house looking for maternity leave and all those kind of stuff. We won't give the slot to you. And when I heard it, I told her that, my dear, if you can get even a loan, just set up your own business, do something. You know, very soon, everything will be successful and you will start even employing people. Have that hope. You'll get there. Because I believe in targeting my goals and focusing on obstacles. Like what you are doing, what you are saying. Women feel boss, like in which way? In which way? Like when men are doing it, we see it as cool.
Wow.
But when a lady tries to, then like this lady there, she's this. Like it's time we understand ourselves. We have to understand our own language, how we cooperate with each other. Yeah, I don't think I can go with it. Yeah, I don't.
Me neither. Yeah, you're welcome to African Student Voices. We're discussing releasing the potential of women for development, and it's getting interested in the house. We'll go for a quick pause. When we come back, we'll talk more into the various factors that constrain women from development. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back to African Student Voice on AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa. My name is Adama. So on this show today, we're discussing releasing the potential of women for development, and I have my great guest in the house discussing this to the latter. So Mariama mentioned a point that, you know, when women are given these excuses, or let's say are denied employment in the corporate level because they are women and they have their special needs. Now, her advice is that go get money, start your own business. And that brings us to the point. Is that why we have so many women in the market? Because I think many of them said, we really bother ourselves to even go to school and get these corporate jobs. Let's stay here. Seni,
Yeah.
when someone says that the marketplace is a woman's playground or the woman's hideout or playground. So any woman who can't make it up there should relegate down there. Do you think it's the right mindset or something should be done about it?
Are you talking about the central market where buying goes on,
Well,
where they sell just simple stuff, or the informal sector?
Yeah, the informal sector, the informal sector basically, because that's where we now. If you can't rise up to the formal,
You have to
be formal. So who owns the informal sector? Women. Like, is a woman? Is a
Yes, it's
You
dominated
dominate-
by women. Yeah, but I will come from the point that they being in the market or they selling in the market doesn't make them indecent or indecent workers. Their work is, I believe, is decent as well. Once they are able to put food on the table of their family members, they are doing great. They can be likened to an entrepreneur who is setting up in a store or probably gaining funding somewhere. You see, just the branding makes the difference. So these women being in the market does not mean that their work is what indecent. So this whole indecent job and all of that, I think from the Western culture and ours here, these are very different things. They feel when they come here and they see the women in the market, they feel like these women are suffering. Like they are really, really suffering. They are in pain and all of that. But some are really happy to do what they are doing. You go, you speak to them, and they are happy to sell because they are making the money. But it's just that we don't see them in the heels, well dressed with the makeups. You meet them in church on Sundays. You wouldn't know that that is the woman you deem as average in the marketplace. So I think that whatever policy the UN or these organizations come up with, they have to try and tailor it to meet the Ghanaian society or the African society. We have different perception altogether. But if we want to build policies based on Western studies and research, I think we'll miss the mark when it comes to this whole thing about indecent work.
So when one talks about releasing the potential, we're looking at some discriminations in there. Do we find or can we attest to discrimination against women as one key reason why we are unable or women are unable to release their potential? Because if I try to venture into this discipline, there will be discrimination. Felicia, what is your view on that? Discrimination and women potential.
Oh, thank you. Yes, there are discrimination. Yeah, a lot. Just that it's sort of covered, if I should put it that way. It's packaged in nice. Growing, just like she was saying at the beginning, growing in your home, woman cannot be an engineer. Go and do maybe genetics. Do this.
Home
They will limit,
economics.
yes, Adriana, no. They will limit you so well that when you want to get out, it's not possible. So someone will thrive through, maybe will not listen to the family, but rather other people outside. Or someone have a mentor and then look up to. And honestly, it's not be a Ghanaian mentor. To be a foreigner. And then through that, the person will be able to thrive through. And then, if not an engineer, gets to be a doctor, a pilot or something. And to be a news. This woman is that, this woman is that. But the discrimination is very high. It is. So if we can just put away all these things and see ourselves as equal, we can all equally have a good job, have a good, why not a woman having also 4x4, whilst a man also has 4x4? Why not V8? It's possible. Why not? Let's give each other that particular equality, and then we'll do away with the discriminations.
This article that was released, the United Nations about empowering women. There's one particular woman in a particular country that's now a fisherwoman. Yeah, and when I read the article, I was like, a fisherwoman. I mean, that's a huge giant step when it comes to women empowerment. I mean, in a job like that, if you ask me, I would say, I wouldn't say that women shouldn't be given that equal opportunity to thrive or to move forward, but not into some areas, which I find are not woman worthy. That is what I'm going to say. But Mariama, maybe you can correct me on that. That is there anything that, or is there something like some jobs are not woman worthy? Women can do anything they want to do. Would you want to put me back to my place, put me to place when I say some jobs I don't think are good for women. What is your view on that?
Thank you. I think I bear with you.
You'll bear with me on that
Yes.
one. Are you sure? You will not. I thought you were going to fight me because how dare you say women can't do this job?
Since I started going to the hospital, I've never seen a woman working in the mortuary like the guys do.
It's for
Yeah,
men.
yeah, for men.
But it's not like a no woman go area.
Yeah.
Women can
We
go
have
there.
women pathologists, all right? But I'm talking about the mortuary job they do after everything. They package the cups and everything. Like, I have not seen a woman there. There are so many jobs I've not seen women doing.
Is it because women are not inspired to do it, or we discriminate you? You can't do it. You can't do it.
For that, there's no discrimination. Women don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to do it. This discrimination thing, let me come in here.
Come in.
You asked about discrimination for women not to release their potentials, right? Okay, this is the issue. Some parts of Ghana, I won't mention them, some parts of Ghana, you can't even sit with a man, your husband, and even discuss for people to see you guys outside chatting, which is very bad. Such women, how do you expect them? When we are talking about this releasing potential, how do we even expect them to release their potential? Who will help them? I think we that have gone up to this level, we have to take the heat and go there, educate these women, because some of our females, some of our girls are really suffering somewhere. They have no one to talk for them. And we have people who have also made it in that particular area who are not even turning back to go and help these females. They are suffering. So I say it to be more alarming. I have a foundation, and my foundation is also into this kind of issues we are discussing, women empowerment, helping the female to we do a whole lot, but because we are not discussing it, I can't bring it on board. But I will use this media to also talk to my other females who are able to get higher education, to look back where they are coming from and use the knowledge they've acquired to also help those who are really suffering and they don't have anyone to help them. Yeah.
That's the point, okay? This is where the issue is. Why must you now put a call out there that every woman, understanding the plight of women in Africa, why must it be a clarion call, that every woman must be on their feet and must reach out to that woman you know is less privileged and empower them, either through skill or education? Why do you now find yourself as an ivory tower? Because you've made it through to the top. Now we have to look up to you, but you don't feel like coming down to empower the others. What I think is it's an attitudinal issue that has to be sorted out when it comes, when women may just sort that out. But you need to be there for each other, which is very important. So moving on to the issue. Now we have an issue of call to action and leadership, which now in empowering women in releasing their potential, you have so many initiatives. Share with us the initiative you have, all that you've put in place to put women on the pinnacle. Just share with us. Just share with us.
Okay, thank you. I've put in place many initiatives. Well, I'm able to, I think, train my ladies how to do a whole lot of, I can't mention all the products, but
there's a few of them, cosmetics and detergents and co.
Yeah, liquid soap, a whole lot. I've invited resource personals to take them through that training. Even by then there was COVID, so most of our trainings we did it online.
Oh, okay.
And then also I was able to invite personals to also educate them on how a lady is supposed to dress as well. Look at your you check your body type and what you're supposed to put on. You should not allow yourself to be like suppressed by other people. Oh, you can't wear this and go here. No, look at yourself. If you know you can look good, wear and then go. Because when you come to my religion, it is there. A man can tell you, oh, don't put on this, don't put on that. Later I realize that no, they are trying to suppress that. If I believe in myself, I believe that no, even if I put on this and I look decent and I can go here and like I can take good care of myself and come back. Fine, why not? I still have to look good, and then go and then come.
Yes.
I can't be, suppressing myself because the man, moreover, he is doing certain things.
He wears whatever he wants.
Yeah, he does whatever
nobody
he
talks
wanted.
about that.
Always suppress we the women. So most of the times, I think we have to also, like, as I said, empower ourselves. For my ladies, I've made a lot of initiatives. I can't say or even
sometimes the men we just
stuff.
want to throw in a council. We don't want to suppress. So we are sorry.
The mega one, I'm doing is the pageantry.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's coming up, right? So tell us what's going on. What's the intent for the pageantry?
The mega one I'm doing is a pageantry. With the hypothesis, I realized that Ghana as a whole, Ghana as a whole lack health education.
Okay.
When it comes to health education, we lack a lot. Because many go to the hospital, the physician saying to you, well, you are a fresh patient, he will say to you, write a request for you, go to the laboratory, do this. When you leave the office, another will enter with a new case. You go to the laboratory, come back with your request, your result, and he has to say to you, moreover, another is waiting. So it made the doctor-patient ratio
quite low.
Very good. So we don't have time. The physicians don't have time for their patients. You can go, they will do everything for you without even knowing what exactly is wrong with you. So I'm coming in with this health education. So before you even get to the hospital, you know what exactly is wrong with you. Some conditions can be prevented, not necessarily visiting the hospital. So all the schools under NASAG, I had about 42 contestants, which from different schools. You have KNUST, all the schools, almost all the public, private universities, health-related schools.
Yeah.
Then we were able to screen them to get, now we have 21. I evicted 7, that was last week, so I have 14 now. And the theme of the pageantry is the role of a health trainee in promoting SDG 3.
Okay.
And SDG 3 is talking about health and well-being of all ages.
Sure.
That is the theme. And the motto of the pageantry is promoting health through talent, beauty, and elegance.
Okay.
So my ladies, some are from mental health department, midwifery. I have public health role technician, public health disease control, medical laboratory. I have physicians. I have all the angles together. So as they are coming, they come with the topics from their field. Maybe I'm presenting on preventable cancer. For all you know, you've been hearing of cancer, but you don't even know whether this cancer can be prevented. They're getting it. So she coming out, educating the general public about preventing the cancer. You absorb something and then use it. Do you get? This is what we want to do. I'm organizing the beauty pageant, not necessarily because everybody is doing it. So we just want to show beauty. No.
Because I was thinking that if everybody thinks they want to empower women, do pageantry. That's where you can get all of women. But I think that your intents and other intents are just equal. I mean, trying to drive a message out there that we want to empower the winner to now create initiatives on how to educate people on their health, which is amazing. So, I mean, kudos to you, Mariama. So, let me come to Sedi.
Yeah.
What are you also doing when it comes to women and releasing their potential?
Okay, I would always take it from the financial aspect. I believe money maketh a man.
Yeah, it's true.
And women, usually in those days, I would always refer to those days, the kind of assets they want to acquire from themselves are jewelries, and then clothes. These are the things they value. These are the things they see as very, very important to them.
Yeah.
But things started changing over the years. And now we want to own the lands. We want to own the houses. We want to own
The cars,
the estates.
the
Yeah,
farms,
and all the businesses and all of that. So I am looking at empowering the woman to take charge of her financial life.
Okay.
And women think that all they know is to manage the money at home or home affairs. So bringing the money and taking care of the money, making money decisions is dependent on the man, which is never true.
Okay.
It should be a quality something, and a woman should be able to make every single decision or financial decision of her own.
Okay.
In the Ghanaian system, nobody is taught in school how to manage money. It is something we learn.
Yeah.
But the males in the family, they tend to have that privilege more than the women. Because your mother will not sit you there and tell you that this is how to keep money. But the man, yes, you're saying you're saving, they'll be telling you, be worried that you, be telling you. But the woman, that is not what goes into the mind. The woman is like, oh, I don't have any role to play when it comes to finances. I just have to get something small doing, and the man has to sort me out and all of that. So I am looking at helping these women come out of that bondage. I see it as a bondage.
It's a bondage, very big one.
A woman's best protection is the little money of her own. So if a woman has the little money of her own, she should be able to run away from whatever financial insecurity that comes up with violence. She should be able to protect herself and defend herself. So when you have 100, let's say 1,000 Ghana cedis extra, how do you feel when you go out? How do you feel?
Feel very confident.
Yeah, you feel
and
confident.
alive.
When
Exactly.
you buy more.
Yes.
And
Yes. Blood
women,
flows
women who have the money, when they step out there, you just know it. You know that, oh, this woman has something in her account speaking. And that is how I want to see all other women and then myself. So currently we are working on a project called the Kaya Save.
Kaya Safe.
Yeah. We want to cut across every aspect or everybody. We are not looking at just people who are in the schools and have the knowledge already. No. We're looking at that young lady out there who makes the money but doesn't know how to keep it. Sometimes it's just a word to them and it sticks. Sometimes it's just you telling them that you make money, why don't you say some?
Yeah.
You could get off that street someday. And this can just psych their mind, change everything, and they tend to look for banks to even go and save. So the Kaya Save project is just to help this Kaya or Kaya you to start saving. It is very difficult when it comes to the banking or being financially included or inclusive because the banks consider it as very expensive to serve these people.
Yeah.
Moreover, they don't have the necessary identification cards to register. You know how cumbersome it is for us to even have cards in our system.
Yeah.
So we are just creating the awareness. If they can save personally, that's cool. But just to create the awareness, where in future we look forward to liaising with the Gender Ministry and then the KIU Youth Association, so they can have an account in trust for these people with a bank, so they can have a central point of contribution until these women are able to have cards on their own and are able to identify themselves in the system, so they can have personal accounts. So basically, that is what we are doing.
Yeah, that's an amazing one. You know, I have listened to your submissions. I realized that we are women, when it comes to women and their plights, we are always at the reaction level. We are always reacting to the menace. We are always ready to firefight, but we are not looking at how it starts. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like we are always, the Kaya Save is here to help create the awareness that Kayayus must save. What is Kayayu? Why must we encourage that term Kayayu to thrive? You know the issue. What the issue is? Why are we trying to fight something that shouldn't be? The SDG 5, 3, 5, 8, and 10 are all talking about inequality, try to reduce inequality, creating equal opportunities, equal well-being, and livelihood. So why must we now be looking forward to have a generation that will constitute Kayo? which is made up of. Yeah. I mean.
So
yeah.
let me take, in the whole of Ghana, about 900 of them are stationed at Tamale. About 24,500 are in Kumasi, are in the city of Kumasi, and 25,000 are in Accra here. No one is encouraging them to do what? Take up that job. Not at all. But are we able to enroll these people in school? No. If we are not able to enroll them in school, then we have to tackle it from other ways of taking them off the streets. Because you think if that carrier starts saving, and then gets about 2,000, 5,000 Ghana cedis, I don't think that carrier would like to still be on the streets if she could get something to do. Some of them have left the streets and they have their stores. I've seen one in Accra. She came, started working. She found the right person to talk to her to save. And God being so good, she's out of that place. So no one is encouraging them to come and then carry goods. But what we are doing is that if we are unable to get these people back to their towns to go and work, to go and then school, then why don't we attack it from other points? So we are just attacking the problem. We want it to be solved. If we cannot solve it with the whole thing about taking them back to school and all of that. So there are many ways to kill a cat.
Felicia, notwithstanding the many ways of killing a cat, let's look at it from the next 10 years. Now, what do we want to see when it comes to women and their potentials regarding their development? What do you want to see? What do you want to find working with regards to policymakers, civil society organizations, government? What should you find happening that you say this is good guarantee to help women unearth their potentials for development?
Okay, thank you. So, when all these policymakers, governments are able to deploy all the written documents, put it into play, use it, because they're always coded in the book, we don't use it. We only pull it out when there is a problem.
The National Gender Policy has been in existence for the past 3 years. The UN Development Goals, SDGs, have been in existence for the past 10 years.
Yes.
This is 7 years, was it 2013? 7 years now.
2013.
Yeah. So what are we talking about? Are we not seeing the changes?
Not fully. Not fully.
Okay.
So we need them to deploy, get it out and use it. When you're able to deploy all those policies and all those actions in there, be able to realize potentials, bring them into bear, for them to bear fruits, and everybody will be fine. So you can go to the market and see a tomato seller decently dressed with erected stand nicely, and you won't say it's a money way dear. Like, we need to make sure everyone is fine, comfortable. So we should just deploy all those policies and then make them work. If we make them work, then I believe we'll all just take it up from there and then be able to realize all these potentials in women.
No, coming from where you're coming from with that, making it work, would you bear with me if I say that it is more of like a two-phased affair, where it is one with everybody's mindset towards women? That is one thing. Or let's say male's mindset towards women and women's mindset of themselves. Can we tackle it from these 2 points of view? What would you want to say should be done well with regards to women's mindset of themselves?
Okay, so of ourselves, if I should include myself,
yes,
we need to kill that perception. Just take away those sort of belittling ourselves, that we can't just go and come back. Someone will go to school and come back, SS back, university back, because he feels that he can't or she can't do it. We need to kill that particular perception that we can do it, and then stop. For me, I don't like when one is very, very okay at a particular level, then sees another female way there. And that sort of tendency to help push ourselves is not really, it's killing us, it's not there. That is one thing that is draining this whole thing to even surface. So if we can kill that perception with ourselves individually and collectively, the men will see us in a different way and even push more for us to also get to that particular ladder that they are in now.
Okay. Yeah. Mariama, let's take it from everybody's perception of the woman. What mindset, or what would you want to say about that, everyone's mindset of a woman unleashing their potential? how should that mindset be tuned towards a woman? Then and now, what do you want to see change regards to the way we think about women?
Okay, thank you. The way we think about women, we should think that, especially men,
Yeah.
they should think that women can also do it.
Yeah.
Women can also get to some level. I quite remember when I completed SHS, I wanted to do engineering.
Mhm.
And that engineering, I was going to do straight practical, so like the ship will take you outside and bring you. And my auntie was like, no, she's a lady. Don't take her. She told my father, she's a lady. No, don't take her. My father said, okay, fine. If she's a lady, then let them go and then do this particular course. And I believe in myself, if I would have gone into it, maybe like by now, I won't even be around. Though.
Yeah, you'd have to say.
Like by now.
Yeah.
And so they should have this mindset that women can do a lot of things. Muslims, we normally do gathering. And when we are doing that, because we want to empower other women, even parents, as they are our target, the parents, because they don't normally allow the girls to go to reach some level.
Yes.
So we do invite female ladies who are doctors, female ladies who are Muslim ladies who are doctors, Muslim ladies who are lawyers, pathologists, and then gynecologists, like having high
Career women,
positions.
sure.
CEOs, we invite all these women to come and then talk. So when they see these people, they realize that even their exposure alone empower them. So they wish, my daughter can get there. Most of the time it's education. We have to educate them. We need to educate. It's all about education. You use those who have gotten there to expose those people to them. Then it changes their mind.
Sure.
Yes, so the mindset you are talking about, I think men should know that women, we are not only for childbearing. We are not only to cook in the house, a man can also cook. Because when I go to work, I'll bring money home. We can choose to pay library, I can take care of something.
Yes.
So hand in hand. That is what is happening in the developed countries.
Yes.
We are developing, but we are copying them wrongly.
Yes.
But the right thing, we are not copying. Your husband will tell you, sit in the house, let me go and call you a woman. Why should you do this? No, they should know that we can also do something. We can be president, we can be minister, we can do a whole lot of things in Ghana, even which they can't do.
Yes.
So this is what I want the men to know.
That's getting interesting. Yeah, you're calling president. Yeah, let's talk about from Felicia. What are you also doing? I forgot to mention that to you. What are you also putting down? Because I asked them basically what they are doing to support women. What are you also doing to support women in your own corner?
Well, in my own corner, with the foundation I joined, my Help Your Health Foundation, which is headed by Nicholas Kofi.
Okay.
We normally go to the orphanages, and realize that ladies are more there, especially the females are so much.
In the orphanages?
In the orphanages. We have some of them who have not yet been to school, but they are already pregnant. Someone is in an orphanage home. I will be sure, but she's already pregnant.
But she came there with pregnancy?
No.
She didn't come there with pregnancy?
No.
She said she didn't come pregnant.
She didn't come pregnant.
But she's there pregnant.
She's there pregnant,
Okay.
amazingly.
That's shock.
Yeah, so for Nicholas in particular, he's more into making sure somehow these people are comfortable. Normally we go out there to solicit for funds from philanthropists. We, the individuals, also in the organization, also help to raise money. And then we're advocating that if governments can also come in to help, especially the female, because they are the ones that are always being trampled upon. Because there are so many in the orphanage homes. There are so many. So we are hoping that we'll be able to use some of these SDGs to also help get zero in with hunger, try reduce poverty, if not eradicate poverty, at least reduce it, and then we'll be able to get enough for them. We can't, at a goal, take everybody out of poverty. So bit by bit. And then anytime we do a project in that particular orphanage, we go back there to survey and see how best they have come also by themselves. How the children have been able to, because education is part of it. We try to sponsor some of them, those who are in school, those who are in the primary, GHS, SS. We try to help them also. So this is what we are trying to advocate with them and then help bring them out of it.
No, I'm a bit emotional about what you mentioned concerning the young girls who have let me say, through broken homes, lost their parents, and find themselves in orphanages and get pregnant and have no idea who got them pregnant. That is a big problem. Sadie,
Yeah.
what would you have to say? So now at this point, I think I want to give you the word to tell the world your message. Tell the world your message. Tell the world your message. You tell the world the message. What message do you have for the world? Let's do it from you and then put down.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to tell every woman out there.
Tell them. Yeah.
I'd like to tell every woman out there that you have a place in finance. No matter where you are, what you do, where you are from, your religion, you have a place in finance. And let no one bring you down. Whatever penny you have is yours, and it is your responsibility to increase it. The banks cannot sack you. Whatever financial institution it is cannot sack you. You have to go there and make the money yours. Also, as we are in the pink month here in Ghana, I'd like to tell every woman that go get checked. It's very important. We want to make money, but you have to leave to spend the money.
Yes.
So health is wealth. Go out there and then get checked. Become wealthy to become wealthier. Thank you.
Mariama, your message to the woman out there.
Okay. My fellow women out there, thank you for watching us. My message is, as my female students are ready to educate about health, our main aim is to, by 10 years, reduce the maternal mortality and morbidity rate in Ghana, neonatal mortality in Ghana, communicable and non-communicable diseases to reduce in Ghana, because we want the well-being and health of every Ghanaian to be sustainable. And also, this month, October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I urge all women, I'll be organizing breast cancer awareness health walk, and we'll be doing free breast cancer screening. So in case you reach us and then you join, it will help you. If you can't reach us, you can go to any nearest clinic or hospital to have your breast checked, because the earlier we detect it, we can save your life. But when you wait and think like, I'm afraid, no, I won't go, when they told me, or when they check, they will tell me I have, we don't just tell you have cancer at the first check. No. Even when you go and there was problem, you'll be doing more tests for us to know that this is exactly this or that. So please, I urge all women to go to various hospitals, clinics, and then do a checkup. My final word again is to my fellow females out there: do not ever undermine yourself. Believe in yourself. You can get there. When people are really telling you their stories, where they started from and where they've gotten, you will cry, and you even tell yourself you are far better. So please have this courage. Believe in yourself. Don't allow anybody to suppress you. Thank you.
All right. Felicia, so tell it to the world.
It's the world, to women and to everyone. Please, don't settle for less. Just get out of your shell. Explore, explore, explore. And you find yourself at a higher stage. And then also I want to use this opportunity to request for or appeal for fund for my Help Your Health Foundation. In the month of December, 19th December 2020, we're visiting a community called Techukrom in the Eastern region. We want to do some sort of project. There is no school, there's no classroom, there's only a church that from preschool to GHS, they are in the same building. We want to erect a particular structure to help them distinct various classrooms and all that. So we are seeking for support and help. We would have to give you our mobile money number if you don't mind, and then you can send your donations to 024-498-2036. You can visit us also on all the social media platforms, My Help Your Health Foundation, myhelpyourhealth.org. We have a website also, so you can visit there and then see us through and then support us. So until then, check yourself also. Just our ladies have also stated it's October month, and we need women to be healthy, to enjoy all the riches we are striving for. So please have a check and then stay safe. Thank you.
Yes, and it will come to pass. Every woman's desire will come to pass.
Yeah.
All the discrimination and all the downplaying, it will all pass away. I think that it is happening because we've not gotten education to where it has to go. Those who are doing that, they'll later find out and they have to change their minds. I'm so glad I had you all in the house discussing, releasing the potential of women for development. Have women at heart. Oh yes, I'm your number one advocate when it comes to women affairs. I look forward that any opportunity possible, I create that chance for a woman. I wouldn't even want to think twice about leaving a position for a woman because women matter.
Yeah.
Women matter. Women can do it. So I want to say a big thank you to you all for also giving in your inspiration to the woman out there who needs it most to make a different move in life. So to my Help Your Health Foundation, to the pageantry for NASAG, and also to Kaya Safe. I believe that you are inspiring other women out there to also be to be innovative, to bring out good initiatives that will also change the atmosphere and change the continent and change the world. It's been African Student Voice on AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa, and my name is Yamoah, and I have Felicia, Mariama, and Sedina in the house discussing releasing the potential of women for development. And I believe you enjoyed the discussion. You brought in your comments. So let's keep bringing in. And also, find ways and means to support these initiatives. And we believe that the world will change. Women can also unearth their hidden potential because of how the environment steps on it. Thank you very much for the time, and stay tuned for more on African Student Voices. Bye.